the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here.
Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Hey, middle. Mike 22, Mike 22.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
45. Let's get this.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, and this one's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Swift
is in for a Lions touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Stafford. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Single. 83's me. 83's me. Watch the run. Watch the run. Double right. Hey, check back 45.
Throwing is Stafford. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Stafford. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming. Mike, bring it, bring it.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the Lions first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run with Swift. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Hey, time. 45. Mike, 45.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down and 8.
Mike 22. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike 59. Mike 22.
Now Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Blue 60. Pretty quiet. 31 for Mike. Here we go, D.
Stafford. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Strip that ball. Mike 22. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find Hall.
It's a gain of 6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stafford on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 70. 22's coming, 22's coming.
Play action. Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Second down and goal. Stafford. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On second down now, it's Carson. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll set up to throw. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium